Hey guys, it's Kitten. Well, it's been a while since I've actually talked to a camera. It feels so weird. So weird. This video is going to be actually going to be a lot different because I haven't done a video like this ever. I've been wanting to. I've been wanting to make several videos like this, but I haven't gotten around to it. And I never had enough time alone to do it. You can't see it, but there's a bed over there. I'm sitting on my own bed. My sister sleeps in the same room as me. It's hard to find alone time to film. So, in this video I'm going to discuss something I've never seen anyone talk about this, at least on YouTube. And it's like a list of things that I find super annoying because it relates to me. You will see how. In this video, I will be discussing 15 virgin stereotypes that are false most of the time. Why it relates to me? Because I'm a V-card lady, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm a virgin. Yes, I have a boyfriend. Yes, I know. I know. You don't need to tell me about, oh, why do you have a boyfriend but you're still a virgin? What the fuck is wrong with you? No. I will go on to that subject on a later video where I rant the shit out of my rantingness. I will save that for later. Take that and put it in another box. Okay, this video is not about me, it's about virgins in general. So we're gonna go do that. Number 1, virgins are pure and childlike. Yes, most of the time that is true, but there is some people that actually are very childlike and pure and go by, they follow the stereotypes that you would think for a normal virgin. But it's very rare, especially if it's like someone my age, like 21. You're not gonna find someone as pure and childlike. No. Number 2, virgins have never orgasmed before. I'm sorry, but no. Yes, yet again, some virgins have never experienced orgasm before. I have 2 friends that have they're virgins and they've never experienced orgasms. Me, however, no. I'm sorry, no. I've experienced that several times now and I'm not going back. Number 3. Virgins have never seen a penis or a vagina before. Have you ever heard of porn? When I say vagina and vagina? Yes. When I say vagina and penis, I mean I can mean virtually, like in a thing, like on the screen, or in real life. Me, I've actually seen mine counts. So, yes, I've seen a vagina and penis in real life. And I'm not saying that because I have a boyfriend. I actually took an art class that depicts naked people, so you kind of have to look at naked people. So, I've seen a naked person before in real life, so it's not true. It's just not true. I have the 2 friends I mentioned before. They've seen naked people before. I'm not particularly sure if they've seen it in real life, but they've seen it. They know what a vagina and a penis are, so it's not true. Number 4, virgins have no interest in sex. Like I said, there is that rare virgin that may not be interested in sex, like one of my friends, but she's a rare case. You're not gonna find a lot of like virgins like that. You're just not. Actually, it's usually the opposite. A lot of virgins like are kind of not obsessed with sex, but like we like to know what we're gonna eventually get into. Like me, I like to research things. I like to know what's eventually gonna happen to me, and I like to know beforehand what's gonna happen, blah blah. So that's just me. But I do know that one of the other friends that is a virgin, she's like me. She's interested in sex. She wants to know what happens. She wants to know the dirty details and stuff like that. So it's just not true. Number 5, virgins are virgins because of religion. Again, there is religions out there that really put down the book? What the fuck? Okay, put down their strictness with their, like, followers, that being a virgin until you're married is very, very, very valued. Like, Mormons. They have this very valued picture of being a virgin until you're married. That's just a thing, and a lot of Mormons follow that. I don't know if all of them do, but a lot do. So, and then there's other religions that still push on that being a virgin until you're married is very valued. I don't know how many religions and how many people actually are virgins because of religion. Blah, blah, blah. Vomit words. Yes. Okay. I don't know how many religions actually do that, but I do know it's a thing. So, that is half false. With me and a few, like, one of my other friends that are virgins, we're not virgins per se because of religion. With me and her, we are both religious, but we don't use our religion as, I guess, an excuse to why we're still virgins. That's not, for us, that's not why. And a lot of the time, you're gonna find women or men in the modern time, right now in the 21st century, that's usually not the case. You're not gonna find a lot of people that are using religion as a reason to be a virgin still. You're not gonna find it. Like, unless you go to, like, a church or a temple, then you'll find it. But on a day-to-day basis, no. Number 6, virgins don't know, virgins don't understand sex and what happens. No. Have you ever heard of health class? It's a thing that's kind of mandatory in high school. And, like, when you enter puberty, it's kind of mandatory. It's a thing that and at least in the US, you have to go through. And you learn about sex and what happens, that a penis goes into a vagina, and yeah. And then the penis orgasms, and you could get pregnant, and there, boom, baby. Yes, that is sex. It's just, that's so false. It's ridiculous. That is like that one on the list is the most false out of all of them, because if you don't understand what happens in sex, you're leading a very sheltered life. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but there's some cases that sometimes parents are very sheltered about what their kids learn. Number 7, virgins don't look at porn. False. Mostly. This one is kind of riding the edge, because I'm not particularly sure if a lot of women actually admit, like normal women that have had sex in general, admit that they've looked at porn. But for me, I think they won't admit it, but every woman eventually once in their life looks at porn. And finds it enjoyable. I'm sorry the video kind of cut out and I kind of lost. It didn't record some of the number 8 porn question, and I don't remember what I said. So, I'm sorry. Number 8. There is no male or female virgins past the ages 18 to 21. Pretty much the age where you go to college. Yeah. It's common knowledge that if you ever come across a virgin that is like 22 all the way to like 30, it's absolutely ridiculous and unheard of, and oh my god, you're so weird for being a virgin for that long, and blah 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 blah. That is a very common stereotype everyone doesn't think about, but it's a stereotype everyone does and talks about or says, which is very, very untrue. I, for one, and every other friend that's a virgin besides me, are over the age 21. Oh my god! That is pretty much completely false. Though I understand why it's a stereotype, because another stereotype is that, like, every teenager has sex, so they can't be virgins after that. And everyone that goes to college loses their V card and drinks a lot. That's another stereotype of college. And you just assume that everyone follows that stereotype when it's not true. A lot of people actually don't. They just don't. Number 9. It's a bad thing to be a virgin for either female or male. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, but being a virgin and holding on to your virginity is not bad at all. If someone tries to tell you that it is, they are 100% wrong. Never have someone push on the subject of being a virgin is bad, because it's not. It's completely natural. It's completely natural and it's completely natural to hold on to something like that. That one is 100% wrong, just because it's not bad. It is not bad at all. And especially if you're a teenager. Especially if you're a teenager and people are saying it's bad that you're 16 and still a virgin, I'm sorry. No, it's not. Never have a bully or anyone. Like even parents sometimes do it unconsciously. They sometimes tell their kids that being a virgin is awesome and not being a virgin is terrible. When both are untrue. Being a virgin is completely okay, and being not a virgin is completely okay too. So there is nothing bad about anything. There's nothing bad about sex. If people tell you that sex is bad, they are insane and trying to push on a topic that shouldn't be portrayed as this bad thing or this good thing that you should lose. People should just let it go. Nothing is bad about sex unless it's forced on you. That's called rape. That's bad. Number 10. You are not a virgin if you are hot, have a giant ass or boobs. That is probably the biggest stereotype of virgins. It's ridiculous. Because me and one of my best friends, actually all 3 of us, we're very curvy girls. We just happen to be shaped like that. And a lot of guys find that super attractive, and people assume that that person's super hot. I'm gonna be able to get into that girl's pants. Yeah. No, that's usually not the case. Unless she's a slut and not a virgin. There's been a lot of moments or events that happened to me and one particular girlfriend that we are both very curvy. She's bigger in the bust area than me. And a lot of guys hit on her for that. And they just assume that she's fake up here. And that she's totally into everything they want to do to her and blah blah blah. No! That's not the case. It's just guys always assume that, hey, that girl's hot. She's totally not a virgin, so I can totally get in her pants. No. Sorry, but no. Yes, there is curvy girls out there that are super hot, that are virgins. Yes, that's true, but it's not always true. There's still, like me and a few of my friends, we're curvy, but we're still virgins. People still assume that every girl that they come across is hot. That is hot. They soon lost their V-card way into their teenage years, which is not true. It's just not true. Number 11, I don't have enough fingers. I just don't. Okay. 11. Virgins are prudes. I remembered what a prude was when I wrote that down, but I don't now. So, prude, a person who is or claims to be easily shocked by matters related to sex or nudity. If virgins act like they're shocked when they see a naked person, or like the matter, like sex in general, usually they're doing that on purpose when they actually know what it means and what they are and what it looks like. So it's a rare thing, it's rare to find a virgin that's actually a prude. Unless it's like a preteen when they actually don't know what the hell sex is or what a naked person looks like. But even nudity, I understand because with my art class, I had never really seen a naked person in person before. So it was still very shocking. So nudity, I kind of understand, because it's just something you've never seen before. Unless you're like me and you are into art or anything else that requires nudity. I don't know what else. But usually, but before that art class, I had known, I'd had health class, I'd seen porn, pretty much, I'm the youngest of 6 in my family. You're gonna see a naked person. Even if you don't want to, you're gonna accidentally open a door and, oh my god, I'm sorry, my sister, I don't need to see you naked. It's gonna eventually happen. So, nudity, I kind of understand, but with me, I had already seen naked people. I know what they looked like. But with sex, I can understand why people would be prudes with that. But still, a lot of virgins, they already know about everything. They're just lying about it. Most of the time, you're not gonna find a lot of virgins that are prudes. That one's on the edge too. It's a lot of the time you're gonna find people that haven't had sex before, like virgins, and haven't had a relationship before. They're gonna act a little prudish, even though they know the information already. It's just, it's something virgins are afraid to jump into, like I am. It's just a fear we have. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what we're gonna see. Even though we do know what we're gonna see, we still are shocked that's actually happening. 12. I still have not enough fingers. Wait. 10, 2, 12. Oh my god. Virgins are all and mostly female. That's another big stereotype everyone uses. A lot of people, there's always been this big stereotype where it's okay and it's wanted when a guy loses his virginity at a young age. It's always been like the world stereotype of like male virgins. Like they push onto this idea of males losing their virginity at a young age. With females, it's always valued, wait until marriage, wait. That's always been a stereotype with a lot of countries, a lot of just people in general. It's just a stereotype that a lot of people just believe in. When actual fact, that's usually not true. There is still virgins that are above the age 18 that are male. You're gonna find them, even though they're gonna be harder to find because, again, society pushes on the fact of being a virgin over 18 or getting into college and being a virgin, or getting out of college and still a virgin. It's looked at as like, oh my god, bad. So you're not gonna find a guy out there that's older than like 21 that's actually admitting like, yeah, I'm a virgin, I've never had sex before. It's just not a common thing. It's like not manly according to them, so they're not going to admit it. But there is like the rare male that's actually over the age of 21 that actually admit, yeah, I've had sex before. It's just my choice. Like the very popular YouTuber Swizzy. Number 14. Yeah. Female virgins don't masturbate. This is another one that's kind of iffy because, like always, this is this thing that society pushes on women that's like women who've even had sex. Like, masturbating is gross. No, you shouldn't admit that. No. It's natural. It's like the most natural thing next to sex. Like, yeah, I can understand why you hide it, but it's not gross. It's completely fine. It's completely in your human nature to. With females, like, it's just common knowledge that, like, you shouldn't masturbate at all. It's gross. I masturbate. Maybe not on a regular basis. Okay, I'm lying. I masturbate. I sometimes do it every day, blah, 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 blah. But, I'm one of those, I guess, rare people that I've found with women, like, rare women that actually admit, like, I masturbate. It's a thing. I'm sorry if you don't like that. I like orgasms. That's another one that's really true that is hard for people to actually know because a lot of women don't admit that they masturbate, even especially virgins. Virgins are like, are taught, like, you shouldn't masturbate at all. You should wait until you have sex, and then you know about orgasms. But no, that's just one of the things that I don't quite know a lot about. But I take my experience into account. I have masturbated. Words. It's just something that a lot of women are afraid to admit, and I can't. Unless they admit it, I don't know the answer. But I'm assuming that a lot of people have at least done it once. Masturbated once in their life, even if they're virgins. Or at least tried to. Attempted it, at least. And that's completely okay. Number 15. Yeah, jazz hands. Not really. I don't know how to do jazz hands. Male virgins masturbate a lot. Like, ridiculously amount of a lot. That's like a very common thing that media, like in movies and TV shows, depict that, like, these young teenage guys that haven't had sex yet, they masturbate a lot. but which isn't true. Like, they pretty much masturbate the same amount like any other guy in the universe that's had sex. The average, I'm guessing the average amount of like guys masturbating in general, virgin or non-virgin, is like every other day. That is if they're single. If they're in a relationship, you're gonna find it a lot less, I think. But it's still gonna happen. It's not true. Yes, they masturbate, but not abnormally a lot. Like a lot of movies and TV shows depict. It's just not true. And that is all for this video. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat.